231 runs. 3 centuries. 1 record-breaking collapse. Australia roared back with fire, fury, and a statement so loud that the cricket world had to stop and take notice. And South Africa? They crumbled to one of their darkest defeats. This was no ordinary ODI. This was Australia unleashing a storm, and South Africa drowning under its weight. Australia's batting. After being bundled out for under 200 in both earlier matches, Australia walked out today with a point to prove. And from ball 1, it was clear this was going to be different. Mitchell Marsh and Travis Head began with ruthless intent. The ball raced to the boundary, South Africa's bowlers looked lost, and the scoreboard lit up. Within just 4 overs, 41 runs were already on the board. Bavuma turned to spin early, desperate to slow the carnage, but there was no escape. Head raced to his 50 off 32 deliveries, striking with authority. Soon Marsh joined him, reaching his half-century with calm precision. Together, they raised a monumental opening stand of 250 runs, Australia's 4th highest in ODI history. Head, returning to form, struck a brilliant 142 from 103 balls, his first century in 25 innings. His trademark helmet celebration was a reminder he is back. When he finally fell to Maharaj, Australia were already flying at full throttle. Marsh soon brought up his century, his knock of 100 from 106 balls showing control, power, and leadership. By the time he departed, top-edging Mutasamy, Australia had already written half the story of the day. The Green Show. Enter Cameron Green, with a license to thrill. And thrill he did. He smashed his way to the 2nd fastest ODI century by an Australian, getting there in just 47 balls. Only Glenn Maxwell has done it quicker. Green destroyed South Africa's attack with pure brutality. 6s flying into the stands. Bowlers left clueless. Mulder disappeared for 93 off just 7 overs. Mafaka conceded 73 off 6, and South Africa simply had no answers. Green finished unbeaten on 118 off just 55 balls, a knock that will be remembered as his maiden ODI century. Alex Carey added the finishing touch with a rapid 50 off 37, as the pair put on 164 runs in just 13.3 overs at a scoring rate above 12 runs per over. By the end of 50 overs, Australia had piled up 431 for 2, their 2nd highest ODI total ever, only behind the iconic 434 against South Africa in 2006. Chasing 431 is always going to be a mountain. But South Africa didn't just fall short, they tumbled off the cliff. Mark ran out on 2. Timba Bavuma slashed aggressively but perished for 19. Rick Elton fell cheaply. Stubbs was caught at cover. At 50 for 4, the chase was already in ruins. DeWalt Brevis tried to resist with a brave 49, showing flashes of promise. But when he holed out attempting another big hit, the last sliver of hope was gone. The destroyer? Not Zampa. Not Abbott. But 22-year-old Cooper Connelly. On just his 2nd ODI outing, Connelly spun a web around the Proteas. He picked up wickets for fun. Brevis, Mulder, Bosch, Maharaj and De Zorzi all victims. His final figures? 5 for 22. At just 22 years and 2 days old, he became the youngest Australian to claim a fifer in ODIs. And not just that, he recorded the best ODI figures by an Australian spinner in history. South Africa were bowled out for 155 inside 25 overs. Margin of defeat? A colossal 276 runs. Their heaviest ever ODI loss. This was a day of contrasts. For Australia, a record-shattering win, their 2nd biggest ODI victory ever. For South Africa, humiliation, despite already sealing the series 2-1. Interestingly, all 3 matches in this series were decided by the side batting first, and by huge margins. Marsh, captaining bravely, finally broke his 21-match streak of chasing, choosing to bat first. And it paid off like a dream. From Head's comeback ton, to Marsh's leadership 100, to Green's blitzkrieg and Connelly's fairytale 5, Australia sent a loud reminder that when they click, they can still dominate anyone. Australia may have lost the series, but on this day, they own the spotlight. South Africa leave with the trophy, but also with questions. Australia walk away beaten in the series, but with belief restored. This is the Daily Over. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell icon.